street, the less you care. And by winter we'll be burning in our chairs.
Well, dear listeners, welcome back to our 10th and probably final episode of Steve's Attic Songs, the search for the Bangerama in the attic. We've had quite a break. We're back again into what I think it looks like a renovated attic. It really looks quite spick and span. I wanted to introduce our guest, Ray, who is joining us from America.
Yes, I'm from America.
And Ray's someone I met 6 years ago when I first moved to Edinburgh. And we've been in touch on and off ever since. And I could speak reams about him. He's an absolutely fascinating chap. But since you're here,
yes,
I think I'll let you, if you want to maybe tell our listeners a little bit about yourself.
I'll tell a little bit about myself.
And also, what is your relationship to music?
Well, as a child, when I was about 12, I grew up across the street, if you're into jazz, of the drummer in Weather Report.
Oh, wow, okay.
Peter Erskine. And he was about 8 and practicing paradiddles like a madman.
Already at 8?
At 8.
Wow.
His family had built him a stage in the living room at 8, and he was playing with Stan Kenton at about 14. I would yell over, "Shut up!" was my contribution to the jazz
Was it in
world. It was driving me insane. So I added to his whole skill set because he probably drilled harder and faster because of me. Then, later on in life, I wrote a song for, who did I write for? I knew Katie Lang, and Katie Lang would come to our ranch in Malibu. So I knew Katie, and I knew her pedal steel player, and through him I met many people in the music industry. Somehow, some way, I wrote a song with the pedal steel player that got published for Emmylou Harris. So that was that. And then later on, this is all my music background. Yeah. I'm trying to help you here. I was on the road with Jimmy Buffett for a year. Now, the reason I got on the road with Jimmy Buffett was because I was dating a background singer, and I went out to a show of his, and we got to talking. He likes writers, so he said, "What are you doing?" I said, "I'm writing. What are you thinking? Come on, get on the plane. We're going to the next one." So we went to the next one, whatever that was. And once you're on the tour, on the plane, you can just stay on the plane and stay on the tour and go. And so we did that. We would do different things, and all of them legal. And it was a fun time. He's a really good guy.
Any instruments? Do you play any?
I play nothing. And I've been asked not to sing anywhere. I was asked not to sing in church, so that's how bad I sing. I write words. That's my game.
I meant the key.
The key pad.
Clack, clack, clack.
Whatever it is anymore.
Clickety clack.
Yeah. So do you have sort of any sort of musical genres that you know, is it country?
No.
Or is it generally whatever? Anything?
Just I like good music, and I like music that touches me. We were just listening to some John Prine. I like the way he uses words.
Beautiful. It's American folk.
Yeah, I like Tom Waits, who uses words a certain unique way.
Yeah.
Because I read a lot of Richard Brodigan, if you read out there. And the use of words in kind of a painterly way, in a acrobatic way, is the way I like to use words. And I lived in New York for 10 years, and around SNL. I was around SNL. And so...
sorry, that's Saturday Night Live.
And I was around the corner from the Village Vanguard. If any of you, again, are jazz people, you know what that is. Miles was there. Everybody was there. That was a great place to go. And I'm kind of steeped in that. There's 2 jazz clubs in Mexico City that I like. I kind of ferret those kinds of things out.
Okay. What are the names of these places?
I have no idea. No. Let's say Ortega and Caliente. I'm just making that.
I'm taking notes. If you're recommending a jazz club in Mexico City, I want to.
But just when you get there, if you're in Roma Norte, ask for Ray. Just go to Roma Norte. There 2 of them are there, and you'll be fine. I try and write dialogue as music, as jazz. So it has a rhythm to it, and you can see how well that's led. I'm in an attic someplace in Edinburgh now. And they're worried about wasps. It's okay. It's okay. I'll take it.
So, Steve, do you want to give us a little preamble?
I'm so excited. I'm going to have a little bit more of this just to calm myself down before I talk about today's offering. a little introduction to today's song. Obviously, it's been a while since we had a podcast. It's been about 6 months, something like that.
Has it been 6 months?
6
already?
months. The song today is the 10th song that has been submitted, and obviously the last podcast was covered a few also ran songs that we didn't formally review. But the key thing is that I wrote this 6 months ago, so I still stuck to the protocol of take feedback from the previous podcast, write the song from scratch, produce the song in a month. So what you're listening to here is 6 months old and was done and dusted before I even met Ray.
Yeah. Here's one I made earlier. So this
yeah.
was cooked.
If you choose not to believe that, fine. I don't care.
Please write in.
If it sounds like a 5-month song, I'll tell you. Okay?
So without further ado, today's song is called You Gave Me a Go, open brackets, then you gave me the go by, close brackets. You gave me a go, then you gave me the go by since we met in a queue. Down at the fish fry, you were coming in hot, then you're blowing me sky high, putting a shot on some of the fly gun. You gave me a go, and then you gave me the go by. You gave me a go, and then you gave me the go by. You gave me a go, then you gave me the go by. Was it something I said? I just want to know why am I rushing my fences? Do I live in a pigsty? Now you're treating me like you're swatting a blowfly. You gave me a go, and then you gave me the go by. Back on the town, looking for small fry. You turned me on, then you put me on standby. My head's in a spin, but it's helping the tears dry. You gave me a go, and then you gave me the go by. You gave me a go, and then you gave me the go by. You gave me a go, then you gave me the go by since we met in a queue. Down at the fish fry, you were coming in hot, then you're blowing me sky high, putting a shot on some of the fly gun. You gave me a go, and then you gave me the go by. You gave me a go, you gave me the go by. You gave me a go, you gave me the go by. You gave me a go, you gave me the go by. You gave me a go, you gave me the go by. 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 You gave me the go by.
Okie dokie.
When I was sitting down to write the 10th song, I was there thinking, right, this is the last song, this is the encore. So I was quite keen that it was stripped back, upbeat, and relatively simple. We were still trying to produce a banger, so I wanted something that people could jump up and down to and join in with a relatively simple lyric towards the end of the song. The only other thing that went through my mind is I have particular likes musically, and if you've listened to the podcast you'll know that I do like jangly guitar, so there's some jangly guitar as usual. That's about it.
Very nice.
Your
pitch.
outro.
So, to me, it evokes a little bit of the B-52s.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
Which means that it's fun and it's not to be taken too seriously.
Correct, I would say, yes.
Yes. So that's a good thing. you know, because they seem to have fun when they hit the stage and they
Uh-huh.
sing. And you know the Go-Go's, that girl group band, right?
Yes. I
Yes.
have heard the Go-Go's,
Yeah.
yeah.
And that's in the same.
Same
Yeah,
period and
okay.
style.
Same period
as-
style.
as the
Uh-huh.
B-52s.
Yeah. So it is of that, and you could see this music being played in some of those movies that take place, I'll just say, in Great Britain or Ireland, or they're just a bunch of people that are working class and they're young and they're just fucking up around town all over.
I thought you were going to say West Coast, actually, West Coast US, because certainly it has that production.
But it has that jumpiness to it, which
But
you
it's-
could
yeah,
cut to those guys running around all over town
Oh, yeah.
and getting in
Yeah,
trouble.
As a
Yeah.
soundtrack.
Yeah, as a soundtrack or backlay, you know, behind
Yeah.
whatever they're doing. Like there was that Irish film where these two guys, somehow, I forget the name, somebody will know, where they found drugs coming up on the shore.
Okay.
And they got into trouble they were going to make more money than they could ever imagine in their
Yeah,
lifetime.
yeah.
They're about 16 years old.
Yeah.
So this is the kind of music
Right,
that
yeah.
could go to that idiocy of having drugs to try and pedal on your bike, you know. So that's good. That's a good energy. Good energy of running around kind of thing. My normal listening is story because I'm a writer. So I have an interest in story. The story here is that of rejection.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. A lot of my songs...
Most of your songs,
Most of my songs
are about spurned love, rejected love, broken
yeah, there's
hearts.
a lot of that going on. Yeah, yeah.
So-
It's a recurring theme.
It's a recurring theme.
Yeah.
So that's interesting in that everybody's been rejected except for those few that continue to win. But the rest of us have been rejected.
I think it's a fairly common theme. It gets to the heart for a lot of people.
Well, there's a lot of
because
heart-
everybody can sort of.
Yeah.
It's the core of blues, isn't it?
Well,
Yeah.
it's missing her, or it's not total rejection. Sometimes she leaves you, but
Yeah.
this is you had to go, and then she's gone.
Well, yes, I've been used, haven't I?
Yeah.
I've been
Yeah,
used.
yeah.
That's what's
Yeah,
happened.
more than a
Yes.
fish fry.
Yes.
So, that's interesting to me. Do you know who Norman Lear is? He's a producer in America. And he
No.
made a movie called Stand by Me,
Okay.
and he made other movies, 5 #1 television shows.
Okay.
And I wrote for him, and he would say, Ray, go in there and open a vein. So, as you go on with your rejection album, you know, you're going to have to keep opening up those veins, you know. That's where the juice is.
It's a rich vein.
Here we go, yeah.
It's a bloody
Waiting
vein.
waiting for that
It's
one.
a bloody,
It's a bloody rich vine.
it's a bloody one. Yeah.
But I agree. I thought it was fun as an encore, as an outro. It works. I like the bass. My leg was definitely tapping along.
So
I don't know if you go to the fish fry, wherever it is, down in Louisiana. Go down to the fish fry down there. I don't know if she'd give you a go and go away. I don't know. Just because your
She would
accent.
stay,
Just
yeah.
keep speaking. You know, that might be a possibility.
So Ray, would you feel ready to put a score on this? We score
Oh,
them
a
out
score!
We score them out of 5. We've been scoring
Oh,
them out of 5.
I was going to give it an 8 out of 10.
Well, we score out of 5. I score it. You score it.
Okay.
And
James scores it.
half points or
You can do
or
half
valid.
points.
This is so strange.
Yeah,
I know it's
I knew
really
you'd-
it's
yeah, I
really
thought you'd feel-
brutal, but you can be brutal.
Is
It's
it
okay.
brutal for you?
Well, it has been.
Is it song 2?
It sort of depends
I got
on
2, and a 3.
how brutal it is for me. It depends on how much I respect the reviewer and how much I agree with
I
their...
offer
with
you
their-
this. I offer you this. Since I've been reviewed and blood on the tracks, all that kind of... I've experienced.
yeah, it
I've had my
happens, it
ass
happens.
shot off as it hangs out the window.
Yeah, yeah.
Here's the idea. The process.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you love, is the process. What they say is
I agree.
capricious. What they don't like this year, it could become around the block hit in 8 years where they're standing out there going to it. The
Yeah,
Rocky
yeah.
Horror Picture Show.
Rocky Horror Picture Show is a perfect example, but there's
Yeah.
many
Yeah,
examples.
yeah.
And so you
No,
have
I
to
get
do
it
it for
all.
you.
I get it all.
So
I-
why
I-
don't you give it a number and then we'll go from there.
Okay, so I don't think it's a banger. So I'm going to give it 3.5. Why is that? I think part of the problem is when you go through this process, you try and bring the feedback into the process, obviously. And I've been picked up a couple of times about how I construct the songs.
And sometimes I go off down little rabbit holes. This doesn't really have much of a middle eight at all. It doesn't really go off down a rabbit hole. The reason why I'm giving it only a 3.5 is because I get to probably the end of the third verse and I'm there thinking, I know where this is going. It's not really doing anything else. I've not allowed me to do what I would normally do to it. It feels as though I've been sort of influenced and I've reached too much for the banger. It loses something from just being full speed, full systems go, 3 minutes, 5 seconds, get to the end.
Okay, I'm going to give you a 5 on your critique.
All right.
Yeah. We've had practice.
Because I think you're right on the money with what your assessment is. That's not easy to do, to be aware of your own work and what you think you got to do and all that kind of stuff. To thyself be true,
Yeah, again, I think we touched on this when we first met. I sort of do most of this for me, It's my outlet.
But the fact that you hang your ass out the window is great. That's part of the process. Not many people do that. Very few.
Yeah, no risk, no reward.
No, yeah, there you go. No risk, no reward. I heard that someplace. Just to my right here.
I agree with Steve on the score. I'm going to give it a 3.5 as well. I liked it. It's got aspects of a banger, but you've definitely done better ones.
I think it'll be good live.
It was fun. I was I danced to it. I'd sing along to it. You should have maybe followed your instinct and ended it after verse 3. I think
And had a longer middle eight
Yeah.
with something a little bit different.
It's an interesting problem you set yourself, which is I have to write a banger. It'd be like I have to write a hit. They usually come out of the sky, out of the ether.
There are formulas. There are formulas to bangers, repetition, things that talk to the heart.
I don't so
yeah, but there's a magical element. That
I work with Robert Altman. You don't want him in the room while we're talking like this.
Well, he doesn't believe there's a formula. He thinks it's...
Oh, have you ever seen a Robert Altman film?
Yeah, but that's films. It's
I know.
It's a different form.
I know there's pop. There's pop.
Yeah.
I know there's chorus, verse, chorus, verse, chorus. Whatever they do,
So what's your score?
I'm with you guys.
3.5.
Yeah, but I thought you did it perfect. I already told you did 5. Was your thing? Was your critique was a 5?
But that's the other podcast where we critique our critiquing podcast.
Oh, okay. Well, 3.5. 3.5 is fine.
So obviously that average is 3.5. What was the last one we did?
4, and 4.5. None of your business.
Which means he's not going to tell you anymore.
Well, I think that was the song that scored the highest.
Okay.
No, 4.
No, I mean Toodaloo got 4, 4.5, 4.5.
I've never got beyond 4.5.
Well,
out of 5. So banger would be
where
5.
I would come a 5 is if I turn on the radio as I'm driving home and we hear your song. That's a 5.
That's right.
I would hold out for that.
Yeah.
To move on slightly. So Steve, in the past 6 months, I know that you've been working with your brother on a project called The Saws, and
Yep.
I'd like you to maybe tell us just a little bit about that. But what I'm interested in is what you've taken from the past 12 plus months, of what you've learned from it that you're using in your project with your brother.
It's always wonderful getting feedback from a variety of different people. Some of it has been sort of technical feedback and some of it has been creative feedback. Thinking back to the start, Ray, just to give you some context, I was writing songs in a key that I couldn't sing. It was that
Fabulous choice.
It was that fundamentally bad, and just the process of going through the songs, improving technically in all the areas, whether it's recording, whether it's singing, whether it's spending infinitely more time on the lyrics to make them resonate rather than just trying to write a tune. Backing vocals really only came in third or fourth song. Without them, things just feel really flat, but if you introduce backing vocals and build the song, it keeps the interest going. So all of those sort of, let's call them songwriting and song recording technical advances all go forward.
What's a Saws?
The Saws is the name of the band, basically.
Oh, okay, because
that's the project that they're...
I thought,
Just go into Bandcamp, type in The Saws, and you'll hear us.
S-A-W-S.
Yeah.
Okay, that helps me. Did you say Bandcamp?
Bandcamp, yes.
Okay, and you look for Saws?
Just there's
The singing song.
Gave me a go.